Wives on Strike is a Nigerian film produced and directed by Oboli. The idea behind the film sprang from the controversial 2013 bill that was sponsored by a Nigerian senator. This bill allows underage children to be married, and the bill recognizes child bride as adult. The bill, in turn, sparked protests in several states of the country. Nigeria had earlier adopted the Child Rights Act in 2003, and this act prohibits child betrothal and marriage, and the act protects child from physical and mental violence. This act states that children have right to health and education, but due to the fact that Nigeria runs a federal system of government, the Child Rights Act is not practical in all Nigerian states. The Child Rights Act set the national legal minimum age of marriage at 18 years, but the act is yet to be effectively implemented. The conflict in Wives on Strike reenacts a similitude to an incident of when a Nigerian senator got married to a 13-year-old Egyptian girl. This likeness could be linked to Amina's father's decision in marrying her 13-year-old Amina to rich Alhaji. Amina's father, who due to poverty perceived Amina to be a burden to the family, thus agreed to give her out to ensure their survival.
He's a rich man. He's a very rich man. He can solve all our problems.
So we're selling our daughter.
Amina's mother disagreed to the marriage.
Next weekend, Papa Amina say go carry Amina. Amina go follow one Alhaji. She go come go be that Alhaji wife for dear.
Due to the patriarchal system in Nigeria, which recognizes the man as the head of the family and decision maker, she succumbed to her husband's will. The community women, which include Mama Karo, Mama Ngozi, Iyabola, who represents the majority and the minority women of the Nigerian society.
This one not visit us. They don't visit us, so they be thief.
Ole! I beg your pardon, me? A thief?
Yes. Not be thief, we want thief our pikin. If you not be thief, why you then carry pikin?
So the risk posed at the little girl's life, which could endanger her education, send her to early motherhood. The girl might end up with vaginal fistula, that is VVF, and rectal vaginal fistula, RVF, or in some cases, both. At their discretion, the community women stood against the marriage and stopped Alhaji from marrying Amina. Having successfully saved Amina from the early marriage, the women emphasized the need to fast-track the implementation of the already adopted Child Rights Act. They pushed for government at both federal and state to ensure that the states that have not implemented the Child Rights Act do so immediately, as failure to enforce the act would leave children in the states that are yet to enact the law vulnerable to early marriage. The women, in an attempt to garner more support, deprived their husbands sexual intimacy. They wield sex as a weapon to push against child marriage.
But you go warn her because your wife don't go start one club where they say they don't strike. They no go jungle over with
the
their
media
husband.
as a tool to call attention of the elites and powerful member of the society. Example is the charismatic Vera Isong, wife to a senator, who gave the community women a distinct voice and global recognition through a TV show.
They're doing what you and I should be doing. Speaking up.
Finally, the men began to see reasons in the strike. They joined the women to kick against the child marriage. The women eventually won the battle.
Nigeria who have been on strike have called off the strike. There have been a tug of war between the government and the women. We're glad to announce that the women have won the battle.
As the government finally yielded to their plea by enforcing the law in all states, they officially called off the strike. Omani sent a strong revolutionary message to both the proletaires, the bourgeoisie, the elite, uneducated men and women in the society. A revolution is one that gives no importance to class consciousness and stratification. A change embodies every member of the society. Wives on Strike is a call to solidarity, a call to patriotism, a call for social change. The languages used in the film are English language and Pidgin English, laced with street colloquialism, which means it's easier to reach a wider audience, both educated and uneducated. Observably, the film reinforces the importance of entrepreneurship to the matriarch, which was depicted in the women's action by procuring a sewing machine for Amina's mother to aid her support her husband and contribute to the family upkeep. The film is a clarion call for action, a call for individuals to contribute and make changes in the society. It is a call to all other African countries and nations worldwide to put a stop to child marriage, as it is a global menace. It is a common practice in South Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa. Child marriage is a manifestation of gender inequality and discrimination against girl child. Although some boys are married up as children, but a larger percentage of girl child are most affected. Say no to child marriage.